You're a team that's won titles, man. You guys have parades. This is a Western Conference semis victory. But given this team and given the venue and given the way you won, how satisfying was this for you and your group?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, like, talking about it because, like you said, we reached the mountaintop, plenty of times. But this one felt really good, considering all the circumstances of the series and, our brother Kevin at home. Recovering, us coming on the road, and how bad we played in this building, the first two games, and how bad I played in the first half, just the resiliency, total team effort, man. Clay, Andre, Draymond, Loon, Quentin Cook giving us great minutes off the bench. It was just an unbelievable night, and glad to be moving on. Obviously, we got a lot of work to do, but we're going to celebrate this one.
Understand why. And your voice is a little hoarse, and Clay looked to me like he was going wild. Like, you've been with him for years. 1 to 100, how excited was this for Clay? Looked like 100.
It was big. I mean, it was. I mean, he single-handedly kept us in it in the first half. For us to be tied with the way, we were playing as a team, and not foul trouble and all that type of stuff, he took it upon himself to take and make those big shots and keep the momentum, on our side. And in the locker room at halftime, we kind of took a temperature check of where we were at. And if you think about, again, how we played, to be tied at halftime on the road with a chance to close out the series was huge. And Clay, that look on his eye, Game 6 Clay, that was it right there.
Speaking of temperature check, at what point in the fourth quarter, as you really, really get going, do you begin to feel like you're in that place where you can do what you did?
I mean, pretty early. It's just a matter of just staying on the floor. The first half was choppy. Played 6 minutes, got foul trouble, or a little bit more, got in foul trouble, and you just want to be out there on the floor with the opportunity to make plays and take shots that you can make and just live with the results. So, down the stretch, just trying to stay composed. Again, get to your spots, take shots you make and practice every single day, and really have amnesia. That's the biggest thing about whatever happened up until that point. There's a game to go win, and that's what happened.
I asked Brian Windhorst this question earlier, and he couldn't answer, but you could because you're on the team. And because Kevin Durant is a spectacular player, and he's not there, it's interesting. You all were underdogs in Las Vegas, and I understand why, because you're playing a great team. But you guys were a great team before Kevin got there, and I just wonder how you all collectively kind of viewed what this game tonight represented in terms of an opportunity. How did you guys kind of frame it mentally?
I mean, there's obviously, there's so much talk about what we were before K got here and his last 3 years, but we're not in this position to have a closeout game without, K being the best player in the league up until this point, and that's the total team effort in terms of whatever the circumstances are. You take that challenge and you handle it appropriately. So coming into this game, understanding K got hurt, we've been in this situation with this type of lineup before, and we know how to play. At the end of the day, our defensive identity was what gave us an opportunity to win, because over the course of 48 minutes, Houston's tough, and you got to make it tough on them and continue to just be energetic and aggressive and multiple efforts and all that type of stuff, and then eventually shots fall. So that identity carried, no matter what type of Warrior team you're talking about.
All right, last quick thing. You're with your family afterwards, and there's an understandable, a moment of joy there. But it's funny to me, man, you guys are still 8 games away from a title. It's interesting to have it expended this much physical and mental energy only halfway through. What is that moment like, that shared moment of euphoria with your family and your team?
I mean, Coach Kerr talks about it all the time. Winning championships is hard, and you can break down and analyze, our respective runs that we've had. And even when we went 16-1 in the playoffs, it was hard. And so, to know we've played 12 really tough games so far in these playoffs, and are moving on to the next round and can regroup and hopefully get healthy and keep pushing. You got to celebrate these moments, because it's not guaranteed by any stretch of imagination, especially if you look at our season as a whole and all the different storylines that have followed us. So we fought through it and have another clean slate in the Western Conference Finals starting next week, which is crazy.
Well, that fourth quarter was crazy, man. And listen, I appreciate you taking the time to come out and say hello. I have one request. If we talk again, see the mic, see the hand you're holding the mic in right now? Hold it in that hand, because the way you were holding it with your finger, it looked like you're giving me the finger. And I'm sure everyone's going to turn it into. Did you see Steph? He was giving SVP the finger. So you got to hold the mic in the right hand, please. That's all I'm asking.
I got you. I can't do that. I wanted to say, too, I appreciated your piece yesterday about raising daughters. That was unbelievable and hit home for me, obviously, and as a parent and as a father, too. So I appreciate you talking about how much your daughter means to you. That spoke to a lot of great fathers out there.
Well, you know exactly what that's about, so you can relate, and I appreciate you saying that very much. So hold the mic in the right hand, and thank you.
I got you.
All right, Steph Curry. And thanks to all of y'all out there, by the way, with your thoughts on that piece we did last night about daughters. It was a beautiful day. All right, so Dwayne Wade on Twitter. This is what I was yelling at Stephen A. about. Y'all better stop disrespecting Steph Curry just because he's a team-first guy and is willing to sacrifice in moments doesn't mean he's not still a beast. All right, James Harden is a beast as well. The guy had a spectacular year because he's a spectacular player. Thoughts on why it ended?
James, do you feel like y'all let an opportunity slip away with not being able to win this game?
Of course. Yeah, we let a lot of opportunities slip away. Opportunities in the last game, opportunities in game 1 and 2. If you don't take advantage of the opportunities, you can end up on the losing side.
James, Mike was saying that this one's really going to sting even more than normal. What are you feeling right now?
It always hurts when you're season in, knowing that you had opportunities. Very, very frustrating. It's, just gotta let it sink in a little bit and find ways to be better.
James, obviously the Warriors have been the one hurdle you guys haven't been able to get over. Do you feel like there needs to be significant changes to be made to get past them, or just keep swinging, keep swinging?
Keep fighting, man. Obviously, they're a very, very good team. Like, they're a great team. They've been in the finals for the last 4 or 5 years. Like, we're not losing to some scrubs. So we got to find a way to keep getting better, keep growing, keep getting better, and keep putting ourselves in a position to keep playing them. Like, give them credit. They play well. Obviously they've been in a situation before, and Clay got it going in the first half. We kind of shut him down, and Steph got it going. So talented group.
James, you're to your left a little bit.
Both talented groups. It's a shame for Houston that Golden State continues to be in their path. There's a look at Kevin Durant.
Who took that, Slater?
I don't believe so. That's him enjoying the view. And Warriors fans hoping to see him in the next